Hello and happy Friday. I'm Anson and we are down to number 2 in our countdown of the top 10 stories for a life of faith according to the kids of Lake Norman Baptist. So this is the good stuff. I wonder if you can guess what's coming this week and next. Little teaser for you. One of the things that struck me over these last several weeks is how interconnected all of these stories are. It really speaks to the connectedness of the whole Bible, how these stories build on one another and reflect back on one another and together tell us the complete story of God and of his salvation plan from the Old Testament into the New. And I hope it's been encouraging for you. I hope you've seen a lot of things that maybe you missed before that have helped build your faith. That have helped you understand what it means to relate to God and how he loves you and me and what it means to be his child and a follower of Jesus. So these stories are all interconnected, and once again, this week is no exception. This story reaches back to some of the early stories that we've been studying and connecting some of the earliest acts of God and the people that God worked through, and it reaches forward to connect with you and me to speak to some of the deepest longings of the human heart, some of the things that we hunger for the most. This is a story that really brings together the most ancient stories with the most modern stories. And I think you're going to find it to be a great encouragement to you and to really hit home in some areas that are important to all of us. So I'm really excited about number 2 in our countdown. Don't miss it. Join us this Sunday, either online or in person. Of course, we would love to see you in person at our 9 o'clock or 10:30 service as we continue to count down together and see what God has for us. Also want to put on your radar, if you consider Lake Norman Baptist your church family, we're in a very important month in our year. This is the last month of our fiscal year, the month of August, and it's a very important month for us in terms of the financial health of the church. And so if you have the opportunity and the capacity to give a special gift this month, this would be a great time to do it as we want to close out our year strong. We want to hit our budget goal of $1.875 million this year to fund and fuel the ministries and missions that God has called us to. So we're in the last couple $100,000 of that goal. And so if you could help us finish our budget year strong, that would be a great gift and a great way to participate in what God is doing in and through us and in and through Lake Norman. And then also, if you are a member of our church, this month is an opportunity to exercise one of the rights and privileges of membership, and that is to vote on our budget for the upcoming year. We had our annual meeting just this week where we walked through the details of it. We'll actually attach or link the budget summary to this email so you can see that and see our plans in terms of funding ministry for this upcoming year. And then on Sunday, August 17th through Wednesday the 20th, that will be our voting window. So if you are a member of the church, you'll have an opportunity to cast your vote for our budget for the upcoming year. Also, around this time, we elect officers, elders, and deacons. Those are going to come a little bit behind our budget vote this year, so we'll give you the timeline on that as soon as that becomes clearer. But for now, the vote for the budget will be August 17th through 20th, and then we'll have elections for officers, elders, and deacons following that. So there's a lot for a day, but I'm excited to see you this weekend, excited to count down these last couple weeks of our summer series together. So I hope to see you soon, but until then, have a great weekend.